flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, welcome everyone. Prior to tonight's meeting at 6 o'clock, we had a budget review session, which we will have for the next 4 Mondays, I believe, at 6 o'clock. They're certainly open to the public. We haven't been televising them for no other reason than we haven't. That's about the best reason I can give you. If anyone would like to be upset that we're not televising them, please let us know, and we'll look into televising the meetings, at least on the meeting nights that our regular meeting follows. With that being said, I have the minutes of our last meeting for public comment. We got nobody for public comment. I have the minutes of our next meeting, our last meeting, which was a budget meeting on August the 15th. I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Abstain? Oh, yeah, you were down in Florida enjoying yourself. On communications, I have quite a bit here, which I'll just shoot through here. I have a resolution from the Orange County Legislature calling upon the Board of Trustees for St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital to reconsider its decision to close its emergency department at the Cornwall campus on October the 1st. They have all the reasons why they are asking them not to close the hospital. This is an actual resolution, stamped, sealed. RSVP doesn't mean just necessarily to call back, but the RSVP Volunteer Recognition Luncheon is going to be on October the 6th. I know that's way out there. It's from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. It's at Cole's Highland House in Middletown. If anyone would like to go to this, it's $21, reservations only. You have to pick out your meal. I have the application here for anyone that would like to go to it. And this is where they honor the 500 or so volunteers that take care of the Orange County meal program for seniors and what have you. They put on a very nice program if anybody has time to go on it. And let's see, the October the 6th is a Thursday, and they need reservations by September the 26th. So I'll remind everybody about it again, and I'll put it on the bulletin board too.
Mr. Supervisor, just looking at the minutes of August 15th, and we didn't approve, or you guys didn't approve the minutes of the 8th at that meeting, so I think that's outstanding.
Okay.
I'd make a motion that we approve the minutes of for the August 8th meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
The Orange County Federation of Sportsmen Club is going to have their annual event. Same place, Cole's Highland House. That is going to be September the 10th. That's a Saturday. They're honoring their veterans at their annual dinner celebration. Again, I have the information and the, let's see, the tickets are, find it somewhere here. $38 a ticket. That's in the evening. That's a Saturday evening. So I'll have that available to anyone that would like to go. I sent Colonel Hanson, who is the new garrison commander, a letter, or an email actually, because that's the way I worked with the last garrison commander. I haven't met you yet. However, I assume next week we will meet at the community relations meeting. After many years of being open to the public, Mine Torn Road was closed to the public a couple of years ago by Garrison Commander Colonel Rideout. Garrison Commander Colonel Dunham and I met following the departure of Colonel Rideout, and came about a verbal agreement to open the road on a limited basis depending on training. I promised increased security by having our police department patrol the road during each shift. Furthermore, I have my DPW check the road for any discarded garbage. Recently, we came about a discarded truck cap and removed it. We found the guilty person and gave him a summons for littering, and he has to appear before the town court. Soon, in conjunction with a town project, we will be filling some of the potholes on Mine Torn Road with blacktop. We're trying to be a good neighbor and hope to continue keeping the road open. I received, on the same day, from Colonel Hanson. Thank you for the note. I look forward to working with you and meeting you. I have not heard of any issues with Mine Torn roads, so you must be doing a good job. I appreciate you patrolling it and looking for litter. With your support, I'm sure we can work to further our common interests. Have a great day, Colonel Hanson. So that's a good thing for people that use the road and live out that way. This isn't on your agenda, but the accounts payable were amounted to the last time $86,063.72. Outstanding numbers were $25,013 to Morangi for landfill. And the state controller for court fees got $26,898. We also, okay, that one was on your agenda, but not on your agenda is $44,030.44 from the consolidated account. And the large expenses were attorney fees, $5,921. West Point Tours, $6,715 for bus trips and summer rec. And Green Island Auto Body, $3,500 for repairs to truck number 65. Okay, on October the 8th, First Niagara Bank will become Key Bank. We had, our controller has a letter from Key Bank suggesting that we update our authorized depository to Key Bank. Normally it's done during the organization meeting, but since First Niagara will no longer exist, we should now name Key Bank. So I'll ask for a motion to name Key Bank as our authorized depository.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Budget transfers. $400 from fuel to vehicle maintenance to pay for a fuel pump that was purchased, plus $197.87 for any other expenses that fell short. That's from Colleen Dial-A-Bus.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. $1,075.24 from unclassified revenues to town hall contracts. It's the buyout money from Toshiba, for Toshiba, from DEC office. That's our copier company bought out our contract with Toshiba, and that's the money they gave us to buy out the contract, and we're putting that into town hall contracts.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. $2,566.65. That's insurance proceeds to police vehicle repair. That's the money we got from the insurance company to repair police vehicle number 118.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. I have a resignation of a police officer. I, Ivan Velarde, would like to inform the town of Highlands and Chief Quinn of my resignation from the town police. I would also like to thank the town board and Chief Quinn for the opportunity to serve and protect the great community of Highlands. And although I wish I could remain in the ranks, I hope the best for you all. Ask for a motion to accept Patrol Officer Ivan Velarde's resignation.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. This Thursday at 11, I have a double header on bid openings. I kind of messed up, and I got both bid openings, same time, same place, right here in the courtroom at 11 o'clock. One bid is for the handicapped improvements that we're going to do down at Brooks's Lake Park. And the other one is for the pump station, sewer pump station on Route 9W. Quite a few bids have been turned in, June, on the pump station.
But if you have gone out.
Gone out,
I don't
but-
know what's come in yet.
Okay, so we've had like 20 bids went out, if I remember right.
Yes, a lot.
Okay. And we split the bid up where they could bid on just the generator, or they could bid the whole package.
Very good.
So hopefully we'll get some good prices out of it. And that money there is coming out of the sewer department. I mean, no reserve fund, no nothing, just out of sewer. We have it. We estimate somewhere in the neighborhood of 80,000, 60 to 80,000. The Brooks's Lake Park money is approximately 50,000, and that comes from community development. I've got some correspondence, Justin, from Wayne Courts, from the Hudson View Mobile Trailer Park. Actually, it's a telephone message, and he wants to meet with me, see, just to talk over things.
Good, good.
But I think we'll still send out the letter, though.
Okay.
Reports. Got anything?
You know what, it's been a light week, so actually, no, I don't have anything thrilling to bring to you tonight.
Hi?
Well, I just want to continue to raise the issue about seniors, just because whenever I'm engaged by them and they convey, things that's on their mind, I just want to make sure when I come to the meetings, I continue to, it's not nothing that anyone hasn't heard already. We want to get the center, the senior center, to be more functional in terms of open frequently and things of those natures. But it just so happened that this past weekend I was talking to some of the seniors, and I assured them, from the board's perspective, we hadn't forgotten them. We're continuing to press this. We are working on an intern coming in, and they had heard most of that. They were concerned that this is only going to, this intern wasn't really going to be sufficient for their needs because the person's going to work at night primarily. But I told them that the person really would help to develop programs, and then we still will have a hire in the near future on a part-time basis that could be used to open a center during the daytime. So I just want to bring that up, and so that way if seniors are at home watching, then they know that we're continuing to work this until we get it done.
They most certainly are not forgotten.
That's right. That's all I have.
Okay, would you, Colleen is going to be out tomorrow, is she out? When you get a chance, not tomorrow, but sit down with her on her budget for dial-a-bus.
Okay.
To see what you two can put together on the
Sure.
dial-a-bus budget.
She's going to be out to when?
She'll be back Wednesday,
Wednesday, okay.
And what's her hours, just so,
10:30 to 2:30.
Bill?
Well, we had discussed it at budget, so I have some homework regarding the street lighting. I'll reach out to O&R about that and see what's a good way to head as far as potentially privatizing that or or the town owning that. That led me into a sidebar with council regarding the lack of progress on the double telephone poles in the community. So I will talk to O&R about who actually is responsible when there's nothing left on the pole. I always thought it was the last person left on the pole, and the Verizon's indicating it's O&R once they notify them that the pole is ready to be pulled. So I want to find out about that, and I think council agreed to give Verizon a nudge.
Right.
While I was down in Florida celebrating my mom's 90th birthday, there was a public meeting on the consolidation. I think every supervisor deserves credit for it, everyone, this presentation. It's remarkably detailed. There's a lot of progress suddenly on numbers and details here, and I think it's important that the board get up to speed on this, because at some point we will have to reach an agreement with the village as to what the actual the potential staffing of the police department will be if a referendum gets passed this November. And I think it probably impacts our budgeting as well, as if we see the chance of this happening increase or not. So, but it's right now it's talking about a $373,000 savings to the community in general. How that impacts, it's unclear to me how that impacts the people outside the village and the people within the village. Is it, equitable savings, or is it, or is it neutral for Fort Montgomery? I don't know what the answer is to that. And I also believe it's based on the recommendations of our chiefs, with a little bit of analysis from the consultant, but it does not include any potential input from either of the boards as to, is this the staffing level we want? Is there, because I always felt that once you set the level, it's very hard to reduce. It's very easy to increase it, but it's darn near impossible to reduce that number. So maybe we want to look at it and recommend, I personally feel we might want to look at, recommend even a bigger savings initially, just to, because we can always go up.
Yeah.
All right.
For the benefit of everyone, online, I think on our website is the complete report. I think there's 23 pages. So if anybody wants to go online and read through the report, download it, whatever you want to do. But
Is there a link to the committee website as well?
Yeah, there's a link to the Brenda Consulting.
Yeah.
There's a link to their website.
Okay, so that's great. That's where it's 99.9% or better, public, everything that's going on here. So it's, you can find just about everything that's been discussed in there. So.
Okay. Actually, I really don't have anything myself. We hit the bottom of the bottom of the agenda. We're not going to have any executive session. So was there anything else the board would like to talk about?
When I first started on the board, it was typically light in summer. In fact, we would go from 2 meetings to 1 quite often. So it's not surprising that there's not a lot going on right now. So,
Justin, anything going on that you?
Well, you mentioned Mr. Quartz, and our office is still taking a look at the mobile home park regulations, so we owe you some comments in that regard, and we'll continue in that way. I also sent you some correspondence today, some draft correspondence for consideration on responding to a constituent. I've not heard back from Village Council regarding the planning board consolidation, so...
Did you send that report, or?
Correct. I've
And
sent it a couple times now.
You touched base with Elise?
Well, I shot her an email,
Okay.
yes, and was expecting her to, when she could, reach out to me, but that's not occurred yet. So, and I think that is it for the most part on on my plate at the moment. All the new tax certs are in, so we'll give you a report on that as well. There's eight matters, although I believe some of them, in essence, have been resolved and are just holdovers from things that were just recently finalized. So I'll give you an update on that as well.
Hey, Kelly, you have anything?
I got one question anyway. And maybe we've talked about it and just the old soldier's brain couldn't remember, but
Oh, you're not, you talking about my brain? Is that what you're talking about?
the barge is in the Hudson River.
Yes.
Have we talked about that at all?
Well, we haven't, no.
And so the reason why I bring it up, because a board member from a sister community on the other side of the river talked about that particular town board doing a resolution to oppose that decision. I think I read something where Assemblyman Schofield is also working something to that respect. And I thought it was something significant that maybe we should discuss in doing a resolution as well.
Yeah.
So, something that I bring up to the board so we can toss it around.
I'll get a hold of Scoop's office and see what they've done so far. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I believe he has done some, along with Congressman Maloney, I think they both are taking some action on that.
Now, if I get it right, they're going to put some things, I think 8 or 9 posts, if you will, or places where these barges can anchor to for a period of time, depending on weather, ice and stuff like that. Is that about what it is?
It's a Coast Guard thing,
correct.
right? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes, Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
But they didn't contact any of the communities that they plan on.
Right.
Anchoring off of their coast. So that was the predominant concern, that it's been sort of a mandate or a dictate as opposed to involving the local communities.
Yeah, the first I heard about it was from my son, who works at Abstrom Marina, and I think they may have some good information on it, too. I'll get to him and see what he's got on it.
Yeah, so it appears that there's intent there to be some type of permanent anchor that would potentially impede, recreation in the area, potentially have some environmental issues, so I think it's enough for us to.
And to be a huge eyesore.
Yeah, besides
Yeah.
just look ugly, right? Yeah.
Well, the way it was mentioned to me is that some of these barges would have, or they'll all have, I'm not sure which, hazardous materials on them. So
Right.
that makes it even worse.
And I would suspect during the whole time of the anchorage, they'd be idling to some degree. There'd be some noise and air pollution associated with that, if you were right there.
Yeah, we'll look into
not
that.
good.
That's a good point, Ty. Public comment out there? No?
You guys are doing a great job.
So I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried.